It has gone. Let me check it for life. You say 1 sec.
Okay.
Jeez. It should have come up now. Yeah, it's come up. Yeah, it's up. So I see something. Let me make sure everything is okay.
All right. My history is in shambles right now.
It should be entering well
How is
now.
it?
Wait, calm down. I'm trying to check. Let me go to the live itself. Okay. Wait, chill, let me just confirm it. Waiting.
It's echoing.
No, I know. I'm the one playing it. Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's coming through perfectly. The echo will stop. Yeah, Sunn is already inviting me. Let me use this intermission. Wait, stream will be, stream starts soon. I mean, so it may not be like, say, I know the Okay. Hello, everyone. It's day 5 of the Sunrise tournament, and hi, I'm here casting the games with Fisayo. Hello, Fisayo. How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. Good evening, everyone. I don't know how many people we have in the watching the stream right now, but even if you are going to start from the beginning, we are already saying our highs. But now we can like straight up jumping into the match, into the draft rather. The match is yet to start, but the draft.
Exactly, into the draft indeed. And we do have I don't know the team names. I'm not exactly familiar with these squad tags, but still I'm going to say Xfinity. I love that name. I don't know the Japanese characters. I'm just gonna call him the hero he's using. But still, man, look at the bands. Xbox band, Valet band. Those are two troublesome bands in their own right.
Yeah, and it looks like those are very targeted, except for the Xborg, which is kind of a global thing. Everyone doesn't like the Xborg unless you want to pick it. The Valer looks like a targeted one, I feel. Valer is not exactly tournament worthy, in my opinion, but banning him, uh, the team probably knows there's someone on the enemy side that can play the Valer real well. So, yeah, valid ban so far, even the carry as well. Carry has been gaining a lot of popularity recently. We have been watching all these MPL matches and everything, and she's kind of a monster right now. And of course, we have Glue and Grok, GG's, taken out already. Sora as well.
Sora as well, indeed. And look at how good things are here, man. Honestly, because you have two troublesome heroes actually taken out. The carry, especially because we saw how terrible the carry was, was being used and how well it was utilized from that, not terrible. But then Apex going for the revamped Olus, by the way, is a very good pick. I love the Olus currently. I used him earlier yesterday and I enjoyed the pick. So yeah, let's see what Apex makes of this. And yeah, on the other side, I love the Mino pick. I also love the Alice pick. Those are two solid frontliners, man. Okay. They also have the Yuzhong, and of course, that definitely is the Blood Serpent Collector skin, man. That is a very nasty skin right there. I really wish I had it, but fortunately I don't. You see this Sask being picked up by Perseus. It's a very uncommon pick in comps to see a Sask, but still, that's exactly what's happening right here. Blurry face on the Zetian here, and we have the Minu, Kento. Also, yeah, you could actually go with Zetian comfortably with a Minu. You could do that comfortably because the Zetian is good follow up and also good initiator for the Minu. So it works both ways. You can either initiate first or initiate or reciprocate or follow up afterwards the Minu has initiated. Still, Luffy now would have to ban somebody. He's gonna have to take out a marksman because they don't have a marksman on both of them. Wow, there's a lot of OTK supporters in the chat, Fisayo. A lot of OTK supporters in the chat here, but still, hey, Abyss is gonna have to ban someone else here. Take down another marksman, preferably Irithel. Yeah, he went for an Obsidian instead. That's not bad on his own end, honestly. But still, welcome back, Fisayo.
Yeah, sorry about that. I was trying to get information for you on the names of these of the teams. I know one side has the OTK, but this other side, I'm not exactly sure of the team. That's the reason. Okay, so it seems it is Death Harbingers. Harbingers.
Wow, Death Harbingers versus OTK. I'll keep that in mind. Meanwhile, there's 11 people watching the stream right now, and there's a lot of OTK supporters, man. A whole lot of them. Like, I think out of the 60% of the population is probably OTK supporters. So it's one thing to support the team, it's another thing to see them play. But let's see how this goes. It's Luffy, Terizla pick. No matter Terizla is good. I don't know if it's gonna work really well in this comp though.
Yeah, especially against a Yuzong. If there's someone that can we all know. Okay, he went for the Lapu, which is kind of good. Like someone said, the Yuzong pick begets a Lapu pick, and the Lapu pick begets a Yuzong pick. Both of them they fit each other so well in the lane that there is no particular, winning set that okay, this one wins over this one or this one wins over this one. The lane is just balanced. So I don't think we'll be seeing a lot of highlights from the EXP laners here. So we should shift our focus onto the marksmen. Although Delta Bringers are yet to pick their marksman. Guy, I'm kind of expecting this. What do they go for? The Melissa is open. Melissa
Mhm.
is opened.
Yeah,
Irithel is
Melissa,
opened.
you could go for that, or probably on Hanabi, because that's what he's
Yeah.
currently locking onto.
Okay. Anabi, I feel like it also combos well with the Minotaur and the Alice. But looking at survivability, looking at he locks in the Hanabi. So the drafts has been settled, Black. The draft has been settled. So personally, I'm leaning more towards, I
Say
would
it,
say, because
say
of the
it,
Zask.
say
I'm
it.
going to be biased here. Because of the Zask. I'm leaning more towards OTK side because Zask right now, I don't know what exactly they changed on that guy, but right now Zask is just something else.
I gotta agree, man. The man has been adjusted and not in the fun way because now he's more deadly. Not just that, they do have two adjusted heroes here, Olus as well. Don't forget, Olus now has control immunity. So he will definitely not be getting his skills interrupted anytime soon. And hopefully Apex knows how to utilize this new mechanic advantage that he has. But still, on the other side, we see Hanabi there with his shield. That's great. Also, another shield user, Luffy with a Lapu who generates his own shield. And I mean, there's a lot of regeneration in this team. Minotaur, of course, with the enriched motivation roar, can actually deliver some decent amount of healing, and maybe an even insane amount of healing if he combines that with Oracle. But still, let's see how this goes. Execution is everything.
Yeah. We could also, I just thought of something just now. On the side of Death Arbingers as well, they have serious CC immunity. Hanabi has CC immunity from a passive. X Infinity has, I think, a kind of CC immunity from the Alice ultimate. The Lapu Lapu as well has two CC immune skills from the Land Shaker. Yeah, right, from the Land Shaker, and the Minotaur as well. When he's using his ultimate, is also CC immune. But so the only thing that can stop Death Arbingers right now is just serious boss damage. But yeah, of course, we can see serious poking here. Abyss just doing his thing. But I don't think, yeah, there's no way it's going to be taking out. They're going to be taking out the Akai here. If there's one hero that is very sustainable in the early game, Akai is just one of them.
Yeah, that's very true, man. He just have the headbutt and the body slam. And remember, the passive Tai Chi, once he hits you with his skill, he's able to gain some shield and also able to gain some hybrid defense as well. So he's got that sustainability going for him. And I'm pretty sure Kento can also respond to that because the Rage Incarnate grants the Mino enriched state, more healing, and that he's just doing the motivation role to show me that Black, here's what you're talking about.
Yeah. See if we can listen, or he was listening rather. But here, I'm surprised. We are not seeing like immediate rotation. So I guess they are just trying to get the Zask all farmed up. If he can get his level 4 before the turtle, that's going to be a very huge advantage for them. But yeah, I said it, and Death Harbingers are already rotating 3-man here. We don't know exactly
Seems
what
to
they are
be
aiming for, but the turtle is spawning though, Black.
yeah, that's what they should actually go for if they're rotating. But look at the disperse stomp, and that mid lane is starting to get big heated there. Phoenix decent from Glory Face and also to clear those waves in the mid lane. But then the turtle is where we need to be. Infinity makes his move. The turtle fast half HP now. Impact wants to get that rectory, and he gets it there. Very late on the retribution, and Infinity low. First blood drawn, it's a Hercules. And he will make sure he gets another impact. Double for the man. That axe, man, revamped and ready to kill.
Yeah, Plotter. What's Plotter doing here? But nice rotation, very perfect timing. He really got that timing right to get that kill, and now he's ahead of the Anabi already. And we all know the Fed Nathan is nothing to scoff at, rather. But yeah, Apex just showing off the new mechanics that he said. Yeah, the power of Axe, always charge and everything, just giving him the power. And let me try and recall the new always line whenever you are hovering. Okay, yeah, look at that jumping on. Heavy spin comes
Mm-hmm.
out. Yeah, of course, just threatening them and everything. Nothing much. So the new
Mm,
always line goes thus. Oh, they got Plotter with the Phoenix Descent rather. And of course, the Hanabi will retreat into the safety of our turrets. Wow, very interesting though.
yeah, a bit of butter you
Oh
can chew
my
there.
god.
Even down bottom, Shinigami is actually doing some decent amount of damage to Luffy because the Lapu lose now to the Yuzong is kind of understandable in the early game, but look at how mid lane is blurry faced and against Abyss, the Mind Eater comes out, but they will just pull back, man, and they just want to just give vision. And I don't think right now, right, the boys in red should really be going for kills. Right now, they are down in gold because they lost that turtle and they lost some of their members so far. It's 4-1. The kill death ratio is not in their favor. So right now, what they need to do is farm and secure objectives.
Yeah, and of course, with it, oh yeah, the heavy spin comes out. And yeah, we can see they're always charging from the bottom. Look at it, like, yeah, of course, they take out the Zetian again. The Cleaving Axe Plotter getting his revenge on the Hanabi, and this time it was a solo kill, no help from anyone. Wow.
Yeah. They always is down 3-0-0, by the way. Another turtle secured, and now they're going for a potential invade onto that purple buff. And I don't think they want to come and contest X Infinity. Instead of wait as a headbutt there with goes in, but the buff already taken. Yeah, Apex, just pull back. You've gotten your buff. Don't push your advantage too much.
Yeah, I was trying to recall the line of the Outlaws. I think now he says this axe is. Oh my god, another kill. Maybe I should just drop the Outlaw stuff and just focus on this stuff. The Hanabi. Oh, that was a mutual destruction. Both of them just killed each other up there. This looks like a marksman beef. Black. Looks like marksman beef.
Yeah, Blotter seems to be beating off more than he can chew, especially in that good lane though. Although his KDA seems to be looking better than that of the Japanese guy, the Hanabi. But I want to believe that this is okay. Celestial Momentum blocking the way now. Okay, it goes in as well. That's Dominator's decent from the start there. He wants to do some decent amount of damage. Mind Eater stuns too, but Perseus is not able to find any value from that engagement.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you see that your plan has kind of failed. You need to retreat. So okay, the heavy spin comes out, pushing. Looks like Floridas might die here again. The flicker, but the flicker was not enough to get him over. Yeah, the flicker was not enough. Does not have enough range to get him over that wall.
Yeah,
oh my god, that's
well
just
targeted.
Yeah, glorious for the game.
Well targeted heavy spin, honestly, because these guys are really making sure that they put a target on the back of Glory Face. 0-3-2. That's not a good looking KDA for a mage. Apex might want to force out the advantage here. It's a mist of 1v3. Perhaps he goes in as well. Power charge defensively. And I don't think that's gonna what he wants to be. Luffy gives Apex another kill, and Apex might want to push that Cleaving Axe. He goes into the tattoo for the double, and that means one Fury comes out. Kirito is a express up defensively to get into the straight, but X Infinity is not so lucky. 1v3, the Throne of Ruin, they don't even let him. Perseus shuts him down immediately. Dominator's descent already used, and the turtle free for the boys in blue.
Yeah, this Outlaws is really cracking some heads right now. Just busting everybody down with the Cleveland Axe, the power of Axe, Outlaws charge, and like you said earlier, they are not going to be cancelling his skills that easily because even combined with the CC immunity also has damage reduction. So we know that is kind of sustainable. Yeah, Plotter takes down Hanabi once more, but Zetian is there to kind of like clear the lane so they don't push too far. But down bot, they'll look at there might be an engage.
Yeah.
Fury dive. Yeah, of course they took out Luke.
Yeah, it's crazy because right now the boys in blue. I don't think this is a very good game for the guys in red because Plotter takes out the tier 2 up there, and bot lane Apex will take down the tier 2 there, and the last tier 2 standing is the one in the mid lane, which by the way the heavy spin comes out. Abyss, he wants to go. That's a Throne of Ruin now coming out, doesn't do much. Pure Phoenix, and Apex is caught like gets a double to add to the tally, and Plotter takes on the tier 2 in the mid lane. Luffy jumps with the various fighter, just got a good call. Land Shaker connects on 2, but only to give Apex a triple on that mid lane, and man, this just might be it. 17-2, and the gold lead is 11k.
Yeah, and look at the time. Look at the time. Just barely 8 minutes. Okay, entropy into the back line. Looks
Plotter
what
moving in.
Plotter too deep into the enemy territory though.
It's a wise move to make it a
Yeah, and of course.
1v3 and we get taken down real quick. But then the turrets have been pushed, time purchased for his team, for the macros, and hopefully that pays in the long run as Shinigami might get a little feisty here. Furious having a petrify onto 2, now Dragon Tail onto 3, Black Dragon form comes out and he gets up Mega onto Flurry Face, and the last will be cleared out. Apex gets a double and a wide open place for the taking as the boys in blue will claim game 1.
Yeah, they are just leaving the minions to push the stuff right now. Though they were in the turret, of them just positioning themselves around there to taunt the boys of Death Harbingers. Yeah. Well, your thoughts, Black. Your thoughts, Black, because my mind is blown right now.
Yeah, this was a decimation, honestly. This was much faster than I
Yeah.
thought it would be. 8 minutes match. 8 minutes.
Decimation indeed. I mean, the passive, this guy's passive is also decimation. So I guess that tracks.
When
That
I take
tracks.
a photo,
But yeah, this
will
was
I look
just
smooth?
sensational. From the game plan, and look at the boys on OTK. I mean, the only person that died was Plotter 535, and we can say that was because he was intentionally putting himself into the enemy territory. Especially, we saw what he did in the last part, the entropy into the back line, trying to target the Hanabi. No, sorry, he went for the Zetian rather, but the Zetian survived with his cleaver of health. But there was no way he could have come back, so he just stayed there and managed to take out the Hanabi, but he also died as well. But yeah, very well played to the boys of Apex. And next game, hopefully, that Harbingers they changed something. I mean, not that their draft was wrong, but I feel like they got
That is an artist's
bulldozed.
privilege.
Abi? Yeah,
Yeah.
that should be that's what I was looking for. Is that what I was looking for? Like,
Hmm.
yeah.
Man,
There's this word that they use for TLP. Filipino stampede. Yes, stampede. That was a
yeah.
stampede. Like they just rushed them.
Yeah, man, that was definitely a very quick match and one that definitely went the way OTK wanted to go because 8 minutes and 41, fastest match I've streamed so far, and these guys definitely did not come to play, man. I want to see the comeback though. I want to see the response to in game 2 because it's a best of 3. And don't forget, guys, this is the Sunrise tournament sponsored by the Sun community. And we're your casters, Black Panther and Visayo. And I want to see how game 2 goes. No way they're going to take that line down, right, Visayo?
Yeah. I hope they change something as well. Probably from their game plan or something like that. But OTK, the way they played as well, is also commendable. I mean, going for this dating that early, the the Phoenix armament. I feel like they just kept removing that stuff so that they have easy access to the Zetian,
Yeah, I want to believe the
the
Celestial
Celestial
Armament
armament.
definitely was very effective against Abyss because that moment when in the mid lane they tried their best to get him, but the headbutt just got cancelled by the Celestial Armament, and then he said, "Okay, look, we will wait for your passive to turn off. So when it enters his cooldown, we can now go for you with the heavy spin." And we saw them do that, push her out, and honestly, they had the Zetian. Execution was something difficult to do because OTK just somehow were one step ahead, man.
Yeah, they were one step ahead. They really the way they really played it was just commendable. So let's see what Blurryface will go for this time. I doubt he'll probably go for the Zetian or OTK might ban it out because they almost got caught under the turret there because of the Phoenix descent. In fact, they got caught, but probably because they were far ahead of the enemy team. So not that the turret did not do that much damage to them, but the enemy team was able to capitalize that ult, even though it caught the boys of OTK under the. I mean, there were like four of them under the turret. I'm not sure. I don't. Do you remember that part where the Alice went in and the Throne of Ruin
Yeah,
did not finish before they
yeah,
killed them?
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that part. They finished this and got like four of them right under the turret.
That definitely was not a very nice place to be for the allies, honestly, especially when you're that underfarmed and you're that far behind in gold. I mean, we're possible we saw a 8K, actually 11K gold difference between both these teams. So it was very, very far off. And when you're that far back in gold difference, man, there's like a lot of damage potential on your opponent team because they're like maybe 2-3 builds ahead of you, if I'm not mistaken.
And two of them had Sky Piercer. Two of them had Sky Piercer. So it doesn't matter if you had the sustain. Once your health is below a certain percentage, you're gone. You get executed.
Yeah, that's the thing. You get executed, but still, I want to see how the game 2 goes because trust me, there's 18 people watching the stream right now, and I want to ask you guys, what do you guys think about that game 2? Do you think game 2 is going to be different? Do you think OTK are somehow going to get complacent over their win in game 1, or do you think this is just going to be a very quick wrap up? Game 2 and then we all go to sleep, maybe even less than 8 minutes 41 seconds we saw in the first match. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. I'm going to be looking at the comments and I'm going to be engaging you guys. But still, Fisayo, what are our thoughts as casters? Do we see something different being happening? And of course, everything is definitely going to start from the draft because that is where it all starts.
Yeah, I hope they do something different. I hope they do something different. But from the bans that they had in the first match, I don't think there were any problems with the bans as well. I mean, they were not expecting them to pull out an Akai, but you don't exactly want a glue on the enemy side. You don't want a grok on the enemy side, right? So
Yeah.
I think those were very bad bans. And the Sora as well is still strong. The Sora is still strong, even though he has been released since last season. The Sora is still like very strong right now.
Yeah, that's very true, man. Sora is still meta for now, and I can see the comments right now, and I can see Astri in the chat. M2J, hello Astri, how you doing? He says, "Is this Black Panther I'm hearing?" Yes, it is me. Welcome to the stream. It's the Sunrise tournament, and I'm here as a guest caster. Of course, with Fisayo as well as a guest caster, and I can see some other comments here. Someone saying OTK is born to win. That's a Z. Wow, that's a very bold statement to make. And another person says, game 2 will end in 5 minutes. My goodness, that's 3 minutes 41 seconds less than the first game. That's definitely gonna be probably the fastest game we've seen so far in the Sunrise tournament. But still, yeah, hi Tama Senpai, welcome to the stream. It's 16 of you, 15 of you out there watching us right now. Well, Fisayo, let's see how this draft goes for game 2, and hopefully we don't get to see a 5 minutes match.
Who's next?
Your team is banning.
Nah, I doubt we'll see a 5 minutes match because the boys of Death Harbingers,
I've been waiting for too long.
they might have fallen behind in the first match, but of course they are not bots, and I'm sure at some point even OTKs were like, oh my, these guys are probably going to they are probably not that easy to deal with. But of course they ban out the Nathan. I feel like Nathan is just like a plotter special. I don't think he's that strong. And of course, they take the Valer for themselves. They were the one who banned it in the last match, right?
Yeah, they did. And it's kind of a good thing because the Zetian is available, but Blurryface left behind the Zetian. We saw how that worked in the last game. That didn't exactly work so well because the Valer was banned. And now that the Valer is not banned, in the first stage of the 3 bans, the 6 bans in totality, you lock the Valet immediately. You've got the Vengeance Flames. If they get close, you've got the Searing Torrent. You've also got the Fireball, of course, to do some very decent amount of CC and damage. Generally, you pair that up with an Ice Cream Wand, you can do some decent amount of slow and, man, just be an annoyance in the back line. But then you've got a Terizla, Shinigami. He left behind the Yuzhong and went for the Terizla. And also, we see an all-loose ban. Looks like Apex would have to go for something else this time around.
Yeah, it's an always ban, and this is like a different kind of draft right now. No one is really going for what they picked in the first match. We can see the adjustments coming from Death Harbingers. While on the side of OTK, these guys I'll just attribute it to them showing off their hero pool right now because there was nothing wrong with their picks in the first match, but they are going for it again just to show the enemy side that, you know what, you dealt with the first one, now deal with this one. And that kind of tactics is actually very good because the enemy, you start messing with their brain. They are already thinking, okay, this guy was good on Yuzong, probably is going to go for the Yuzong again. You know what, let's pick this hero. Then all of a sudden they see the Terizla. Now they now have to change the whole mentality that, okay, now how are we going to deal with this Terizla right now? But of course, we are in the second phase of the bans right now, and we can see a Clint ban.
Yeah, Clint ban and a Broody ban as well to top that off. And of course, Apex going for the Hanzo. I want to say this is a pick your poison situation here because hey, if you ban my Alos, I'll go for the Hanzo. It's like, hey, which one do you want? Do you want the Hadekage or do you want the Claiming Axe? What do you want? So at this point, I am feeling for Blurryface because he's at the back line, and you know how the Pinnacle Ninja can be. Yeah, you might do some decent amount of CC on the Pinnacle Ninja on Adekage himself, but when you get to that late games, if the game does drag out, you get to that late games where the cooldown on the Pinnacle Ninja is low. He can just keep using that and spamming that, and Blurryface on that flicker is going to be watching his back more times than not. And still, of Perseus on the Sicilian, I love that pick. There's good range, good CC, good damage, especially if the game stretches out. But well, the Teresa again on Shinigami, that's also decent. I mean, no mana, that's big advantage, man.
Yeah, and this Hilda, I feel like he's going to have a bit of a problem dealing with this Sicilian. Of course, you have easy access to the Sicilian, but that is if you can reach the Sicilian. We don't know what Abyss is going to bring out as his tank. I'm expecting probably a Gato, or maybe they surprise us with the Akai again. But I'm thinking probably he's going to go for a Gato, maybe. Yeah, but like I said, the Hilda is going to have a problem because of this Sicilian. You know, the Hilda is one hero that likes to move around and roam around the map, come in, use the art of hunting, then immediately leaves with the combat rituals movement speed. But when you have the Sanguine Claws aimed at where you are headed, just brings you back right into the team. And you know, when Hilda loses that momentum, everything just goes to the drain.
I love that X Infinity pick. Honestly, the Soyo is very versatile. There's a lot of mobility on this team. You've got the Soyo. I mean, pretty much almost all his skills are mobility skills, of course, without the Soul Sever, because that's just a damage skill in its totality. And we've got a Claude on the Japanese guy, because those are Irangana characters, doesn't exactly have a readable English name, but a Grok is a very, very good pick in this situation there. They could use that solid frontliner to complement that Terizla, the front line. The body of Smith can tank damage, but man, having a Grok as well does help a lot for their team.
Yeah, and even I didn't notice that the Grok actually made it through the ban phase. They went for, like you said, pick your poison, right? They went for the glue ban instead. They did not have anything to do with the glue, but the Grok as well. You know, whenever you are hitting the Grok, you always have this notion that you are hitting a literal rock. Because it doesn't feel like the earth is going down.
Yeah,
I'm serious. It doesn't feel like his earth is going down at all. And I like this little animation where if you're standing near a wall or a structure, I think any structure, right?
Yeah.
The Grok literally buffs up. Like it becomes bigger when you're standing near a rock. I like that detail. Showing off the background of
5 seconds.
I think the another character that has that little mechanic there is the Barat. You know, when he has more stacks of big guy, he just gets as so huge that it becomes somebody should actually do a comparison for both of them where we get to see who actually gets bigger visually. But still, back to the game. It's game 2, and man, let's see the response, man. Let's see the response.
Yeah. All right, now just doing mid lane things. And of course, the Hilda are doing Hilda things, trying to invade. But Abyss was about to go up there to support. The Sanguine Claws already coming out already. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He's back at it again.
He's gonna be careful though, because that Hilda is definitely going to be around, that's for sure. And Apex, the man is just camping in the bushes. Yeah, Kento might want to go for Apex there. Doesn't have the Pinnacle Ninja, that's an out of hunting, but then really quick, but Shinigami down bottom. My goodness, he's able to pick off Luffy early. And yeah, Julian Inspire and the EXP lane, that's quite questionable. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel like it's okay. Once if he manages to reach his level 3, he can deal like serious damage because of the combos. But I don't think Luffy is in right now. I mean, he left the lobby earlier, came back, and his peak was kind of delayed. So I think he has network issues. X Infinity though takes out the Grok. Bro, I should have seen how that happened. I'm surprised.
Yeah, me too, man. The damage on the Soul Sever or the Soyo is definitely something. And they've got to watch out for that though. Abyss, you don't exactly have a single completed build, so be patient before you do an invade like that bold. But then on the turtle is already spawned, and X Infinity is already there first before his counterpart, in this case would be Apex, which already just got to level 4. Perseus flickering away into safety. It's an evil Quella defensively, and Abyss now the head to Rampart, but then the Mices with the prop 2 that Pinnacle Ninja takes an X now Apex. The penalty zone with Shinigami. He tries the backline as well as Glory Face. The fireball stuns Shinigami and a base surprise inside the turret, and man, that was a good one. But still, Kento, the man wants to zone them out away from that turtle. They reset the turtle for Apex, starts out again. Meanwhile, Plotter, he comes in and joins the turret, but then Luffy will fall to Plotter. The Art of Hunting wants to get revenge. Kento, you're gonna get out of there. You're outnumbered, outgunned. And man, another Pinnacle Ninja comes up from Apex there. The turtle already taken. I'm glad they did not lose sight of the objective, but a bad spot to play in for X Infinity as he falls. And jeez, man, I think that team fight could have gone differently.
Yeah, it could have gone differently. Now look at Apex here, just up there trying to deny the farm from X Infinity, knowing that he is gone, he is dead, so the buff is to take. But yeah, the fight could have gone differently indeed. I mean, if they had grouped up together, but the way OTK2 played that, we need to commend them, because I saw Apex use his red tree on his blue buff, and immediately he got his level 4, he used the Anekage to go to the mid. That was the first time they took out X Infinity. Now they were not expecting any contest whatsoever. Do you understand? Because they've taken out the enemy jungler, so they're not expecting a contest. But the Death Admiral that fight. Okay, Plotter.
Was he Kento now to dive in as well? Kento, green, Kento, green. Oh my goodness, that was not a wise move, man. And now Abyss now engages Glory Face, looking for that tech charge. He still has it too, but Abyss doesn't want to use it just yet. Now X Infinity might be baiting him close there. The goes in the place to win as well. Tech charge comes out, the mighty swing, and X Infinity will fall from Perseus batting back. Japanese guy finds Abyss immediately. It's a 1-for-1 trade, man.
Yeah, I don't think that was Kento's fault up there though. He saw his teammates, 70s, the Claude and X Infinity, they were right there with him. So he was probably expecting them to go in, but yeah, the lack of follow-up, caused that. But yeah, of course, they are back in the mid again. Shinigami rotating up here, I think taking advantage of the fact that Luffy is not exactly here right now. And of course, they've made the jungle there as black. Yeah. I mean, they're like in total control.
Complete control, man. That's the thing, because at this point now, look at what they're doing. Abyss is already rotating to the orange buff. Apex is there. The orange buff just spawned, and now X Infinity is their target. Half HP now. Yeah, he's not surviving that one there. That's it. He goes for the turtle and take the orange buff first, because that's technically why they came. I don't think there's anything they can do at this point, man. It's just gonna be snowballing from here, because 4K gold difference.
Yeah, 4K gold difference, and look at the level difference as well. Apex is level 8. Okay, Luffy, of course, Luffy falls again. The boss fire jump out of one into the back. Of course, Perseus got.
That's great. That's great, Kento.
And the 1v1 between the marksman. Yeah, the marksman, the 1v1 between the marksman. Kento up there again. Kento.
Perseus doesn't want to take risk like he did last time.
Jeez, what's with Plotter's luck, man? Look at that health.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He probably learned from the last time.
Yeah, no, he better be careful for the next few days. I think he's using up all his luck here.
Yeah, Plotter is definitely plotting something, but look at the positioning on X Infinity though. Sangman Cross just catch him, heavy cross will committed, and Plotter is quick to bust him down. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's Abyss. He knows Kento is inside there, spamming the recalls, and Kento caught in the Sangwan Cross, the 1v4 in that situation. Mighty Swing will miss, and there, Revenge Strike, Executioner Strike, Shinigami is not seem to find that hit here. Pinnacle Ninja comes and Kento is being chased down. Retribution already committed, and Kento is toying with them. The man just gets away, man.
Someone check their ankles, man. Someone check their ankles, especially Shinigami's ankle. I saw most of the execution strike miss. I saw most of them miss. Someone check their ankles, please. Are they broken or are they still intact?
man. Look at Plotter though. Plotter seems to be invading that orange buff there. But then Apex, he wants to go for Blurry Face in the tier 2. Piraku Ninja committed, and that's enough. Blurry Face, the Vengeance Flames are not saving you. Neither is Luffy. Saved from that one as he went for Power Wildness. Kento is there to shut down the Hanzo and put an end to his reign of terror, man.
Yeah, the reign of terror indeed. And I saw the 1v1 between X Infinity and Plotter right now. You know, Half Claws be doing the most for Plotter. No, going up against the Suyo right now, I don't think that's a wise move, because although you're a marksman and you're kind of ahead, the Suyo is still a fighter assassin, a very sustainable hero, so he's going to take you down. But of course, he still won that, so all is good, all is well that ends well there.
As well, that's Plotter now committed heavy crossbow there. Plotter, X Infinity, the Soul Surfer on a place of defensively, and out of hunting Kento, but then switches target midway. Piraku Ninja will have to take him down. Versio steals the kill though. Apex is still in the midst of it all, has to retract, and the turtle is what's calling his name. But meanwhile, Abyss doesn't seem to understand what objective is. It's a BMI into the tier 2 and a petrified, but no penalty zone instead. They won't go for a tech charge. Abyss finds Luffy in the back, and the battle back committed. X Infinity forced the Perseus, and the turtle taken by Apex. 2 players and 1 turtle. Man, OTK is dead.
Yeah, I mean, they're just playing distraction game right now. Blurryface might fall here, of course. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Apex probably overestimated himself or underestimated his damage right there, or probably was just toying, like we said earlier. The Grok and the Irithel just, you know, walking around. Grok doing Grok things. So, it might fall here though, because now the enemy team already has they have their items. Sorry for my stutter. They have their items. Oh, it looks like he might survive. Oh no, the Plotter was there. Plotter was there. The enemy team now have their items, so it's not going to be as easy as earlier when he was doing all the parkour stuff. So
yeah, I mean, look at them now. Vengeance Flames committed as well, and Akage taking down, and is able to survive that one. The Vengeance Flames now committed. Inhibitor 4th lane already taking, and man, at this point, the minion waves are just gonna keep crashing. And look at the gold difference. Jesus, another 11k gold lead situation.
Yeah, and look at the position of Abyss here, just looking for a tech charge, or yeah, there comes the tech charge. Of course, takes out Blurry Face. The Hanekage as well. No, they're not going for the base as usual, you know, normal stuff. Yeah, X Infinity gets taken down. This might be the end.
It is, man. I don't think there's anything there that Kento can do as Apex gets a double, and yeah, GG's. They don't even need a wipeout in this situation because Luffy doesn't even want to come out of the base. It's just game 2 for OTK. Easy peasy.
Yeah, easy peasy indeed. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But we still have to mention that this one was longer than the last one. This was close to 10 minutes. The other one was 8 minutes for something seconds, right?
Yeah, and well, this one we did have 3 bronze medals here. With last one we had 2, but
just close your eyes, man. Why did you have to mention the bronze?
Technically, I do have to call out what I'm seeing, but still, brilliant performance from OTK, and yeah, that is GG's, guys. It's a best of 3, and OTK has taken it 2-0. Plotter, Perseus, Shinigami, Abyss, and Apex. These guys were on fire tonight. That was impressive gameplay. Less than 10 minutes match in both games, Fisayo.
Yeah, it was a very dominating game. Now, I'm interested in seeing what RGV and OTK is going to look like.
That's going to be nasty indeed. But then, until then, that's thank you all for tuning into the stream. Anime Fan says Todial 2-0. Well, that's the situation here, man. And of course, to all your OTK supporters, I'm pretty sure you're pleased with what you see. It has been Black Matter, it has been Fisayo, it has been the Sunrise tournament, and of course, day 5. And with that being said, any final words for close the stream?
Well, just good luck in your ranked game, guys. Don't be like me. I'm on a loose streak right now, and if you're like me, GG's to us.
Yeah, GG's, guys. That's everything from us to you guys. Good night. Good luck in your ranked games, and until next time.
Yeah, have a good night.